guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our test server, and one of the most lucrative events that we see within AFK Arena has finally returned, guys. That is right. It is the Lost Sigils event. So this event does take a little bit of planning. So make sure when you're building out your heroes, when you're actually using teams in here, that you are planning out the loot that you get within here. Road to Glory, of course, we do not get that far down within this road. A lot of it is pay to win, especially if you want to buy the advanced pack or if you do want to get to 5,600. I believe at this point you do have to pay to win. But the Lost Sigils event, again, planning out exactly what you're looking at. We're going to run through the loot. I'll kind of show you how this works. You can do 6 fights per day, and you can see on the very top we have all of our sigils right here. Now there are specific sigils which I have not seen what heroes that we can use in here, but you can use mercenaries. So this is one of the most important parts of the Lost Sigils, because if there's a hero that you are lacking to pick up the rewards that you're looking for, you can actually use a mercenary in here. So here we have our primordial amplifying emblems, red chest. Now red chest, guys, are always a really good value in here because you get a lot of them. You can see here, guys, that is a stack of 20 red chests for 17 of each sigil. Again, it is a pretty good value because I believe every fight you do get, if I remember correctly, 5 sigils. You do get 5 battles. It's either, I think it's 6 battles. Again, we're gonna have to look at it in a minute, but in turn, you can get a significant amount of sigils every single day. Again, plan what you're getting out of here. Gear, since these are introduced into your guild store, absolutely do not buy them. Cards, the same, you'll get them in time. Tier 1 stone, tier 2, tier 3, I would absolutely not buy. And honestly, personally, I would not even go for the tier 4 stones. Reason is you are getting 2 free of these every single month when you get them out of the guild store. Looking at it, guys, that is going to burn 50 sigils or 100 in total to get the tier 4 stones. Again, I don't feel the value is there between taking a hero from tier 3 gear to tier 4 gear. Does not add that much of a stat difference to really make it effective to build out the tier 4 gear. Now, interesting enough, guys, this, again, elemental core, similar to red chest, guys, these are super cheap. This is probably going to be your by far best value within here because, again, if you're pulling 5 of these sigils every single battle, to get a couple thousand cores would be absolutely phenomenal out of this event. Again, looking at the sheer cost of red chests, it seems like that is relatively cheap for 100 sigils, getting the value out of there. Now, we have Poe coins down here. We also have Twisted Essence. Dura's Fragments. Now, these are super cheap as well. If you do not have both of the Eye Fragment and the Call Fragment maxed out. Again, these are looking at 18 in total. Very cheap to pick up those Dura's Fragments. But let's look at our heroes, guys. This is what everybody is waiting for. So we got Zap, we have Helos, we have Mizoth, and we have Mortis. Generally speaking, I look to the tier list within this one. And looking at the heroes, again, depending where you have them built. Number 1 is going to be Mortis, guys. Now, he works incredibly well even when he is not fully built. So if you don't have a lot of Celestials or Hypogeans built, even 1 or 2 copies of Mortis will do incredibly well in a bunch of different game modes within AFK Arena. Out of all of these, overall, the most effective hero that I see, again, built in here is probably Helos. The big thing with him, guys, is he has to be built, and he has to be built out considerably. Plus 30 signature item, 9 of 9 furniture, plus 60 engraving to really excel in his build because of the Born Blessing right here, the level 4 Born Blessing for the energy regeneration. It really does take a considerable amount to build him out. So essentially my thought, again, with this event in particular, is if you're looking at pulling a single copy of Mortis, if you're pulling at, if you're not in the process of building Helos at this point, 1 single copy is not going to be super beneficial, where 1 single copy of Mortis would be super beneficial, and it is very beneficial just to pick up a single copy. Mizoth, unfortunately, with the tanks, He does well, but again, he does have to be built. He has quite a bit down, fallen quite a bit down the tier list. I know PvP, he is very strong. And then Zafriel. Zafriel is another hero that is kind of required when it comes to the Celestial Tower because of the crowd control and the damage that he does in there. But now we do have Audrey, now we have Awakened Taylene. There's been a couple other heroes that have kind of, in my opinion, moved him a little bit further down the tier list. So again, guys, looking at the heroes that we have in here, Mortis would be my absolute priority, followed by Helos, and then I would go with Zafriel, and then I would go with Mizoth. Now again, if you do not want to pick any of these heroes or not building any of these heroes, or if you already do have them built, both the Elemental Cores and the Red Chest are going to be the best purchases that you can make out of here. Both of them incredibly good. Again, the Lost Sigil event is one that people absolutely love because you get an insane amount of loot out of here. So looking right now, guys, I believe on this account, I am going to build out Mortis. So you can see here, guys, we need 35 Sigils of Destruction. We also do need Nature and we need Light. So there are a couple of ways that you can actually build this out, depending again on the teams that you fight. So we can challenge the team here, and it shows right in the bottom which sigils we are going to be getting within the battle. So again, guys, we need Lightbearer, we need Wilder, which I believe is the exact same composition we went before, but we do need a Celestial or a Hypogean hero in here. So we'll put Lucretia in here. So this is going to give us 2, 2, and 1. Again, you can vary your formation how you're going to build them out of here. So a lot of players will run it with a bonus. What I mean by that is running either all Light Bearers, all Wilders, and then all Hypogean heroes. I do like to blend them, kind of 2, 2, and 1. But again, mathematically, you have to keep track of this. So if I wanted to drop, let's say, both of these heroes out, and we wanted to run, in total, let's say we run 4 Wilders, these are the sigils we're going to get out of every battle. You have to consistently, one, make sure that you have enough strong heroes to actually finish out these battles. 2, make sure you are keeping track of every single sigil that you're getting in here, because if you mathematically, if you throw the count off on the sigils, it could mean getting a hero or not getting a hero, which again is very, very important within here. So I'm going to go with my 2, 2, and 1. This for me, again, mathematically speaking, is very easy to kind of keep track of because I know that I'm getting the sigils. We know the sigils that we need to get in here. So if I'm getting 2, 2, and 1, once I do get to the point of getting my 35 sigils out of here, which, you know what, let's put in our new Valoris. When I know that I'm getting closer, let's say I max out my Lightbearer sigils or I max out my Wilder sigils, I can swap. The ones that I cannot swap is the Hypogeans. If I'm running 5 Hypogean heroes in here, I do not have the teams. That is, again, where you have to be very conscious of the heroes that you have in here because you have to make these teams work. If I dropped a different hero in here, if I changed it up, and you really want to either go with Lightbearers or Wilders, or you want to do the Maul or Graveborn, Lightbearer Wilders are usually the easier factions. So we'll go ahead, we'll start the battle here. Hopefully with the new hero, we can get a win here. And if you do lose, you can just do it again. So that's one of the big benefits to this, is if this team is not working, just like you've seen right there, we can try again. We can try it, honestly, until you win. So that's one of the cheese parts to this, and why so many players do love this is, again, you can play it till you win. Lucretia, of course, just going to dominate in here. And there we go, guys. An easy win with that team, with Lucretia in there. And there's our sigils. We also did pick up some battle EXP. And again, there's the sigils. So we have 2, 2, and 1, bringing us closer mathematically to getting the copy of Mortis that we're looking to pull out of here. Regular heroes, guys, never buy. They are absolutely not worth it. So it didn't show, I think it shows here how many we got. Yep, so we have 6 a day. That is right. So we get 6 sigils 5 times a day. That is what, 30 sigils, 6 times 5, 30. So 30 sigils a day. So it is going to take a couple days to get the combination of these sigils. But again, when you look at 30 a day, guys, looking here like at our cores, you're looking at what, 24 right there. That means you can get 100 cores a day. That is right, guys. I believe the drops are for 12 days, but you can get over 100 cores per day. You can actually get an incredible amount of cores out of here, which again is very cool to see. So we'll run 2, 2, and 1. So this whole day, again, I'm going to run the 2, 2, and 1 formation. This is what I normally do. And again, just kind of going back and forth to make sure that we get the sigils that we need with the team comp specifically that we're looking for. This event is very loot heavy, guys. I love this event, but again, do not mess up the sigil count. If you miss a day in here, it has a huge impact on the sigils that you can get or the sigils that you cannot get, depending on the heroes that you're looking to build. Again, Mortis would be my priority. I'm building him out early, even getting another copy of him. There's a point where you're going to have to build him higher. He lost the same. He is super effective, guys, but he is very hard to build. This is going to be the tough formation that you see. So when you actually put in your defensive formations in here, the Eins comp is going to be hard. It is going to be hard to kill within here. Again, I know there's a couple variations of this, but I feel like this is going to be the one. Every single time that we have done this, players have complained about the PvP aspect with the Eins comp. It'll work eventually. Might have to change up a couple of my heroes here, get a little bit more of my mitigation in there, which again could throw off the sigil count. So you have to be, and I say again, you have to be very, very careful with the sigil count that you get here. Again, the pull in here, trying to burn down Eins with the damage mitigation that we're getting from the bottom. Not going to be able to get it down. It's going to be hard. If you cannot, you can always re-roll. It does cost you diamonds, but again, a lot of times you'll pull another Eins comp is what we see most recently is you will actually get Eins comp after Eins comp after Eins comp. It gets incredibly frustrating for a lot of players. But again, the loot in here is absolutely phenomenal. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Very excited to see the Lost Sigils event come back. It is one, again, that I've absolutely loved. Gives you an incredible amount of loot. Even the Road to Glory, guys, you get free loot out of here. You get loot out of the event itself. So very cool. Again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.